back with some more Tiny Leaders Reborn gameplay, the best format you're not playing, a singleton 1v1 best of 3 format where all of your cards, including the commander you have, needs to be of converted mana cost 3 or less. Today we're playing a mono black combo deck that has to be, at this point, after this game, no word of a lie, my favorite deck of all time. This is one of the best games of Magic I personally have ever played. So many sweet interactions, especially once you get to that game 3. Shout out to my opponent Esper that gets into such a crazy stack revolving a ward trigger, a Ragavan, and a big game hunter. It is one of the best showcases of Eternal Magic I've ever seen, and you're gonna need to catch that in game 3. I loved it. Regardless, the way this deck works with the Acererak is that this card says when it enters the battlefield, if you haven't completed the Tomb of Annihilation, you return a Acererak to your owner's hand and you venture through the dungeon. There are 3 dungeons you can go through. One of them is a tomb. The key with the Acererak combo, especially when it comes to decks like Alurin and Legacy, is that you want to complete everything but the Tomb of Annihilation. You want to go through the other ones. Key is the Tomb of Phandelver lets you, at one of its modes, deal 1 damage to your opponent and you gain 1 life. So you want to do that infinitely. The key is with something like Sibsig Ceremony or Heartless Summoning that reduces the casting cost of creatures you cast by 2, you can then cast a Acererak for 1. The true infinite is with something like Relic of Legends, where Relic of Legends lets you add 1 mana of any one color, but you can tap and untap legendary you control to add 1 color, 1 mana of any color. So what you would do is, in response to Acererak's bounce trigger, you would tap Acererak to the relic to add 1 black mana, bounce the Acererak, and use that black mana to cast it again with the reducer. We get to see the whole gamut of things. We get to see the mid-range plan of the deck go off, where you start attacking with things like your Barrowgoyfs and stuff like that. We see the full combo. I actually mess up the combo in game 2, but then make it up in game 3. Sibsig Ceremony is absolutely insane with this. Let me hide my camera just to showcase that for just a second here. Sibsig Ceremony says creature spells you cast cost 2 less to cast, but whenever you cast a creature spell, you actually destroy it and then create a 2/2 black zombie creature. What you can actually do is you can cast the Acererak, order the triggers in such a way where the Acererak bounces to your hand, it doesn't get destroyed, and you still create a zombie anyway. So again, even without the Relic of Legends, you can just pay 1 black with the reducer and just get the value over and over and over again. So many cool interactions in this deck, such sweet games. Shout out to my opponent Esper for a fantastic time getting to show off an Asmoranomardicadaistinaculdacar deck. Whew, it is a good game of Tiny Leaders. Today we're playing some Tiny Leaders again with some mono black combo. Yo, Asmoranomardicadaistinaculdacar. Okay, so a little bit of discard, but self-discard. Yo, what's funny about this hand is that it's completely mid-range. It's just mid-range. Maybe I'll combo at some point. I kind of like it. I actually unironically kind of like it. I think I'm gonna mulligan this though. Like, I kind of liked it, but then I was like, okay, there you go. So you got the Heartless Summoning, which is important. Emperor of the Bones might not be... Okay, so we're playing 2 colors. The thing against 2 colors, the Winter Moon might be useful, so I'll actually play this. I'll drop the Castle, lock the... No, the Emperor of the Bones. They might discard cards, though. Right? It might just be like a catch out of nowhere. So I might actually just drop the Winter Moon. That might just be the plan. That might be the good thing. We'll play City of Traders later. We'll keep a removal spell. Noting that Asmo is a 3/3, so the nowhere to run is nice, and then it's a way for us to prevent any like protection abilities, ward abilities don't trigger. And then again, the fact that we have Heartless Summoning already, very, very important. So now we just need to find a tutor or a way to get to... We just need a way to get to our Relic of Legends. That's our kind of primary combo piece. Otherwise, we're just like Asmoing for value, really. Okay, Raucous Theater's pretty chill. Lightning Bolt to the end. Okay. I don't even know what's the name with Cabal Therapy. Cabal Therapy is a really interesting card in this deck right now, but I ran with it. It's functionally a net deck here. This is not a brew. This one's something I took straight out of the TLR Discord. So we got that out. So now our Acererak costs 1, right? So we can value out an Acererak pretty well, which I think we will. Nethergoyf is chill. So if you haven't completed Tomb of Annihilation, return a story to its owner's hand. And we're just going to go through the dungeon. So there's going to be a lot of clicking here to get some value. And that's okay. So here, when it comes to... I have to familiarize myself with this. So when it comes to this, so we can pull this out. The goal here is that we're going to go through not the Lost Mine, not the Tomb of Annihilation, but the dungeon. I believe it's this dungeon. Oh, not the Mad Mage, which is okay. This one. So we're gonna go through the Lost Mine of Phandelver a bunch of times because that Dark Pool mode, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That's the mode we're gonna go to. So cast for 1 black. Right. And then we're gonna go through the Lost Mine of Phandelver. Okay. Right. We're gonna go through this. Scry 1. We're gonna put it on top. We're gonna cast this for 1, and then we're just this is the value we get. So now at this point, we can go through mine tunnels. We can do this a bunch actually. So we can go through mine tunnels, create a treasure token, which is like pretty sweet value. Cast, and this is gonna be our loop here. And then it's gonna be Dark Pool, yeah. So Dark Pool. So we can't do this infinitely, but we can do this for value. And then we can just like click through. And that's going to be our way to value out of this game. Then we're going to draw a card. That's it. So pretty much every turn, we can get them to lose 1 life and we gain 1 life. That's it. Now, that's the whole combo with the Acererak. That's the whole combo. Now I can slow them down a little bit. I can slow them down just a little bit here. The Nile Spellbomb is fine. I think there is value in, oh, the Lotus Petal is nice. There is value in doing this. So we can go Nowhere to Run, right? Hit that, -3/-3. Then what we can do is we can Emperor the Bones, cost 1 less, right? Cast the Lotus Petal, go to combat, exile the Nethergoyf underneath my thing. Thank you. So I can sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. So it's just like kind of mine to take. Now I can cast the Acererak. And we just take it from there. So we just keep going through the Lost Mine of Phandelver. That's all it is. Scry 1, we'll put that on top. I think we will take that. So next turn, we can speed up our clock a little bit. And this is kind of what we got. Nile's Spellbomb draws. Yep. Draw a card. Yep. They find another land, which is important for them. So we Inquisition first. Just to get the removal spell out. Yup. They got their Fatal Push. That's chill. I think at this point we're supposed... Oh, this is hard. So I have to take Orcish Bowmasters and then do this. Name Fear of Missing Out. Name FOMO, right? And then they discard that. And then we play this. And then we do the whole Acererak thing. The other modes, I actually could probably just go Goblin Lair, to be fair. It helps increase my clock. Now that I know what's going on their side. Oh, it just dies to the Sips. Okay, I'm done. All right. I forgot which one this was. All right. All right, I could have done this one more time, but that's okay. We'll go to Dark Pool. That's it. And then we'll cast this, because why not? We'll just draw a card. Yep. Fatal Push is pretty nice. I forgot Heartless Summoning was the -1/-1. Being dumb. All right, hopefully they don't top deck a straight land. That'd be great. Don't have the fear. They played the thing. A bit of a clock. Whenever you attack, discard a card. Yeah, that's fine. Because that doesn't really matter to me. We'll tap in response. We need more black mana anyway. Like, this is mostly for like casting the Acererak should we need to, but we're gonna Fatal Push that. And then this is just gonna be about casting it over and over again. A lot of clicks when it comes to this, but that's okay. Now I know. Urza's Incubator. We're gonna put that at the bottom. I don't need that. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna go through Mine Tunnels. We're gonna do this. Dark Pool. And then we're gonna do this. This probably technically isn't a good idea versus a mono black deck, but that's okay. We'll cast with this anyway, so that we're just on the Lost Mine. This is it, baby. Put it at the bottom. That's it. We could add more lands, to be fair, but I am like just playing an Urberg at this point, and that's fine. Okay, Polluted Delta comes in, so now they can start doing things. I'm curious if they play, like, what are they playing? Fable or Nettle Cyst? Fable's smart, because then you can start copying one of the other things, which is important, because you need a clock at this point. Play the Urberg, because at this point it's just about speeding them up. Let's go Mine Tunnels, right? And this is where things grind down to a slow start. We're gonna go Dark Pool. We can do this over and over again. This is the combo I wanted to enact. I hope I can find the Relic of Legends at some point. Oh, I like that. So we can shut them off of red, but that's like functionally not relevant anymore. Now that they can make treasure tokens, that's not relevant anymore. It's a little too late. The contamination is a little too late, but that's okay. So now we can do this multiple times a turn. Go Dark Pool. And then we'll do this to draw a card. When you're able to do it multiple times a turn, that's when it's crazy. Corrupted. What's corrupted? Exile a creature instead if its controller has 3 or more poison counters. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I wish I could cast that. I would like to cast that. Scry 1. Oh yeah. Put to the top. Put to the top. Because once I'm able to, a board wipe is going to be so big here. Like, actually, a board wipe is going to be really big here. Based on what they cast, a board wipe's going to be really big here. This is good. A board wipe's going to be really good here. Like, as we go farther into this, we can just loop this more. I wonder if they play Nettle Cyst, if they have a Thoughtseize effect. They discarded 2 straight cards, so Asmo comes down. Okay, that's the cookbook. Right. Goblin Engineer is chill. We played the Rootwalla. We discarded the Nettle Cyst. Hey, yo, now they're getting their engine online. I love that. Now they're getting their engine online. Perfect. Okay, so what we do here is I go land, Meat Hook Massacre. Hold on. Yeah, Meat Hook Massacre 2, 3. X equals 3. Yeah, Meat Hook Massacre X equals 3. They have 1 treasure token. And then what I can do, so they can unearth, so I have to, well, I can't do anything about the unearth. I can't do anything about unearth, so I just got to do this. I just got to keep going through with my combo. We're going mine tunnels. I would just try and race them. That's all this is. Eventually you draw your way out. You go dark pool. Cast this for black. You can see how we could have gone through like almost 2.5 loops here. Wasteland is pretty nice. Contamination without an active creature though is kind of problematic for us. Like we don't have like a good way to, you know, stop them or anything, but that's okay. They can play this slow game. Because right now, you know, depending on their hand, like Phyrexian Dragon Engine like isn't that bad. It really isn't. It's not that bad. So exile the Saga, and then ideally we want to try and kind of destroy that, and then we should be able to value them out here. Marsh Flats, they don't need to tap that. Do they unearth the Phyrexian Dragon Engine? They could also get back the oh no, did I exile it? I exiled it. Ooh, peasy. No cards to discard, just straight draw 2 seems pretty damn good. So the key here is 1, 2, 3. Okay. You're going to play Asmo again. I could have waited on thing here. I just didn't know like how much value they were really going to get. So I had to be careful. I had to be careful. Just kind of keep them down and out. Okay, we tutored, fails to find cookbook. Yep, it's fine. So in this case, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to take Reflection of Kiki. We're supposed to go Wasteland on that just for the clock. So we play Wasteland. You take the clock. Take the Reflection of Kiki to slow them down a little bit. And then we just go cast Acererak. And then this is where they shouldn't be F6ing. So this is where you can kill the Acererak should you want to. We're actually gonna put that on top. I can get some crazy value off of this. So we're gonna put that on top. So cast. Yeah, so this is where you wanna hold up your F6 for this. This is where your removal is. Yeah, exactly. There you go. There you go. This is where your removal is gonna matter. Yes, put it into the command zone. Yep. Each opponent loses 1 life, and that's fine. We're gonna go to mine tunnels. Yep, and then we are going to cast a thing again. 3. I'm gonna go to dark pool. And we just keep it pushing, right? We just keep the value going as long as we can here. Fortunately, there aren't too many ways to shuffle out my library here. So we're just gonna pass right through from there. So now they have a counter clock against us. They do. But they do have to discard cards to create food tokens. Okay, Urza Saga will be problematic, right? They do want to create food tokens here. That's fine. Nothing more to do unless they unearth. Unearth is, yeah. They can unearth the Phyrexian Dragon Engine. That's so good here. That's so good here. The comeback could happen here. I just need to find that Relic of Legends. The comeback could happen. Truly the comeback of the century. It can happen. Okay. That's 3 commander damage. Fair enough. Fair enough. Is that a relevant thing here? Okay, go back to us. Okay, let's definitely Thoughtseize them. Reanimate is not a thing I want them to use. Bloodghast is chill. Let's take the Reanimate. Let's... No. Oh my god, I messed up. Whatever. I wanted to cast that, but that's okay. That's okay. I wanted to cast that. But there's something to be said about just going through. Because the minute I find a thing here, The minute I find the Relic of Legends, I go infinite or like a tutor for it. So Mine Tunnels. The minute I do that, I'm in a much better spot. So I just kind of keep scrying to the bottom. It's a lot of functional draws. We go Dark Pool. We're gonna cast. We're just gonna keep going. We draw a card here. Gemstone is hilarious. We go through Lost Mine again. Oubliette. No, I'm trying to end this game right now. I really need to end this game. The longer this goes on, the worse it is for me in general. So I have to just keep pushing, especially since I messed up that play, but I guess it just gave me an extra playthrough. So let's do this. It's all about a race. Do like 3 damage a turn. Is additional cost sacrifice a creature? Okay. I mean, that's a possibility. Maybe I can, if I can find a good creature to thing here. Okay, what are we scrying? We're gonna put that to the bottom. Again, Relic. How many cards have we scryed to the bottom? It's been like at least 7, I think, right? If we find Relic of Legends, we win this game. Now, Diabolic Intent is a thing. I just don't have a creature to sacrifice. It's a sorcery speed tutor. Now I have to realize that when it comes to the food token. So now the food tokens are available to potentially just wipe me out. Okay, so that exiles my stuff. They come in. They could make the comeback here. They could make the comeback here. Sibsig. Destroy that creature. Let's play Gemstone. Let's play Sibsig. There's a complicated way that we could win this. There is a complicated way to win this. Sibsig triggers, goes on a stack first. We're going to put a Acererak there first. You got to respond to the Sibsig. Yes, return it to its command zone. Each opponent loses 1 life. We're going to go Mine Tunnels. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go Diabolic Intent here. Sacrifice this. Meat Hook goes. Then I tutor for Relic of Legends. Relic of Legends comes in. Then what we do is we cast this from its command zone. I don't have the mana for it. Okay. Let's go. How much mana do I need next turn? I need 3 mana at least. 1, 2, 3. Then they destroy it, and then I need 3 mana per. I'm close though. That's the thing. I am close. Okay. I don't. Do they have lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they create a token, they do. Oh no, I think I lost. 1, 2, 3, 5, 10. Yeah, I think I lost anyway. Oh, that's tough. I was close. I needed to find this Relic of Legends like a lot sooner. That's okay. There's a couple of things I messed up here. I took the 3 damage earlier than I needed to, because I meant to play this to exile their graveyard and also just have a threat out. If I had that threat out sooner, I could have Diabolic Intented that. It would have just been a lot better. I messed up from this play. I clicked play, not cast. So it's fine. I'll take the L here. GG on that first round. Let's run it back. Yo, the comeback. Yeah. Yo, I could not find my Relic of Legends. Oh my god.
No, starting off on I had 3 looks at the second land, if I did, the fear of missing out would come down and probably solve things.
Yeah.
I just could not find it for like 5 turns.
Oh my god, that was
But fate pays me back by not giving you the relic.
That was
just at all.
That was so good. I think I bottom decked like 10 cards at the end of it or something. It was going crazy. Yeah. But I realized where I messed up. I accidentally clicked play on the MDFC instead of cast. If I cast that, I think I could have Diabolic Intented sooner. Like there would have been a line, but the Asmo having innate removal in the food is like really annoying. So there is that.
It really is.
Yeah. So
a nice thing about Asmo is that if she gets going, I just never tap out of removal again.
Yeah, exactly. That's the fear I have. So I think I have some cards to bring in. I don't know how much, but there are cards.
I'm not sure how much I have. Yeah. Probably some.
Okay, so I guess the way we got to do this. Okay, let's drop that. Probably that. Yo, honestly, where's that damn enchantment contamination that was in my hand for years? To get rid of that. And then I think that's 4 cards. Okay, and then what did I want to bring in? Where was it? I think it was at least this. Probably yes. That's funny. Maybe probably not that. Wait. Actually, wait. 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 There's something funny here. Hold on. There might be something funny here. Yo, wait. This might work. Yo, okay, all right. There's a 5th card I'm bringing in. It actually will work. I didn't even take that in. All right. Hold on. That's actually funny. I gotta take out one more card though. Damn. I guess. Yeah. Okay. All right. But yo, that comeback was crazy. I was like, no. Yeah. The board is amassing. And I was like, with the meat hook, I was like, do I need to do this now or earlier?
That meat hook off the top was definitely scary. I'm just glad that the wasteland was pointed at my Hive of the Eye Tyrant instead of the Saga.
Yeah, I was like, because the Saga came after, and I was like, oh Lord, and I was like,
yeah.
At least I need to get the Hive because it's a clock, and then you played Saga, and I'm like, I deserve this. I deserve it.
Yeah, here comes the much worse clock that is multiple like 6/6.
Let's see here. Let's bring this in. For everyone watching this on YouTube right now, someone tell me if I don't open up on this card, like if I, okay, what? Is that not how you spell this card? Hold on. What? Yes, it is. Okay. All right, Moto, come on. The search not working for me there. I think I'll bring this in. Yeah. Right. Come on, there can't be too many cards of that name. There you go. And then this will be important. Wait a second. There's no Urza Saga in this list. I feel like that's a mistake. Well, okay, actually, it's not needed. All right, hold on. I might be talking out of my butt. There's no need for an Urza Saga. It would just be nice for this artifact, but oh well. And then
you're not here. Yeah, you're not here to kill me with damage.
Yeah, not like that. Well, it's even for like just the tutor package. Like, it is the damage is relevant, but do I actually need anything more than this? I might be overboarding, but maybe. Oh wait, no, this just makes sense. Yes. Okay. All right, hold on. Okay. All right, we're not gonna bring in one card. We're gonna bring in this one. That just makes sense. Okay. All right. I think I'm ready. So I'm gonna make. That's great. Perfect. I'm gonna make our little lobby again. If it asks me to go first, like you're gonna go first, I assume. That's definitely gonna be the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not gonna make some type of switch to the rack or whatever. So if it allows me to choose, I will just give it to you, of course. But yeah.
Perfect.
All right. Good luck on this next one.
Alrighty.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Good luck to you as well. Yeah.
Almost made a mistake there. Technically, it should be me going first. Esper did win. So we're going to click yes there. We have the Relic of Legends, which is important. We have Pithing Needle. Sib-Sig, unfortunately, is not what I'm looking for. So I don't think this is a hand. This just destroys my crap, and I can't do anything with that. I have the Relic, but no, I think I have to mulligan this. I have to mulligan this. This is not a good hand. We're gonna mulligan this. Okay, this is a little bit better. We're just gonna have to keep this. So we're gonna start off. We're gonna drop Emperor and probably Trawler, if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, we'll drop Emperor and Trawler. We'll keep that and just kind of rely on us finding a land. We'll play a very sad Goyf and we'll kind of take it from there. So you're able to see the deck kind of move in that game one, but can we do the same thing here? Can we do the same thing here? Unfortunately, Nether Goyf only counts my graveyard. So, oh, am I gonna regret this? Okay. All right, maybe I should have let go of the Preacher. Maybe I should have let go of the Preacher. The Barrow-Goyf would be so good here, though. The Barrow-Goyf would actually be so good here. Okay, fetch into that. That's fine. They like the card that they have on top. Nowhere to Run at least has Flash, which is kind of nice. So I can potentially get a turn 2 here. Let's start off on looting. They'll play Asmo. We will wipe it from existence. Yep. So Rootwalla comes down for 0. Yep. Just good value. Hive Mind. Okay, pay for Asmo. We're just gonna do this now. In response to any food shenanigans, we're just gonna hit this. Okay, and that therefore it enters the command zone. It's just that much more. Okay, so the cookbook's in hand. Good to know. The cookbook's in hand. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. You definitely play the Goyf out. You definitely play the Goyf out, because the Goyf is just going to be dealing. It's going to be an annoying attacker. Death Touch, Lifelink. And yes, there's something to be said about like the Preacher. There's going to be something to be said about the Preacher, but at least with the Barrow-Goyf out, I'm definitely going to be like having the most amount of life. So there is that. We're just gonna move to combat and attack. I guess I could have sacked the Lotus Petal, in all fairness, to thing here. I could have sacked the Lotus Petal. That's okay. Orcish Bowmasters is chill. It's gonna hit that. That's okay. Okay. And all graveyards, yeah, because I can sack this Lotus Petal and make it bigger. Yep. And I'm gonna force it. Yeah. So we're gonna sack it, bring it to a 3. Yep. Yep. And destroy it all. That's important. And then we play this, and then we take it from there. So we're playing a bit of like a random mid-range plan, and that's okay. Barrow-Goyf would have been a great threat to take advantage of. So now the question is, do they hold up the mana for a Saga token? It would be a 2/2 currently. That's brutal. That's brutal. The thing on the Barrow is brutal. Oh my god, the thing on the Barrow is absolutely brutal. Yikes. I think I just gotta hold this up. I mean, that's the best I can do. What I can do is at least we can cast the Acererak and then bounce it to my hand, which is a decent play. Is there value in, hold on, where's my thing up? Hold on. Let's pull this up. So while we're choosing, you gain 1 life, create a treasure, scry. And Mad Wizard Lair might actually be a map once we're going, but let's see. For now, I think we're supposed to just scry one with that. Right. Scry one to the bottom. Trying to find a reducer. So right now we just hold back the Preacher because the Preacher has Death Touch. And that's what's important here. They have a lot of threats though, which is the scary thing. Oh, they've just gotten off to a much better start. It might be worth mulliganing deeper to get something like this going, but maybe that's the miscalculation on my part. Let me think here. Because the game really switches up here. If we can find like thing off the top here, some type of reducer, the game really does switch up. Lightning Axe, well, that's brutal. Okay, Lightning Axe on the thing. It might, honestly, it might actually just be a concede here. This might actually just be it. This might unironically be the concede. Unironically might be the concede. Put a card XL with this artifact. Graveyard. Cause I think I have to let that hit me. And then what do they return? Carnage Interpreter. Off the top. Oubliette. I mean, it's something. Which one's Carnage Interpreter? I think I just straight up lost here. I think I just straight up lost here. So we just gotta call it here. That's it. That's it. All right. All right. All right. Brutal start. Brutal.
Brutal.
Yo.
I had to take a bit of a risk trading 3 guys into that Barrogoyf, but once that was off board with my reanimate in hand. It
was a good call. The reanimate, I think, was pretty much where I lost that one. So I'll tell you what, you won the match. Are you down to run it back? I need to run it back with this deck. I won. So just one more game, maybe not a full 2 out of 3. You want it fair and square. I gotta take the L, but I want to try this deck out one more time.
Yeah, I should be good for that.
Let's go. Post-board, just perfect. One more game. Let me create the lobby. Same thing. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Showing off the power of getting a Barrogoyf in.
Right? Turns out, I mean, hey, that was the most legacy play I've ever seen. So that was a good one. That was a good one. I'll give it to you. So
imagine Bowmaster to trade with Barrogoyf, reanimate Barrogoyf. Yeah, that's the Demir class.
Hey, that's the high power gameplay that exists here. So I gotta show love to it. So all right, let's mute ourselves. I guess I'm going first. I should be going first. Okay. All right, we're good here. Good luck on this one. I'm hoping to at least put up a fight. Even if I lose, I'm hoping to put up a fight. That last one was a blowout. All right, good luck.
We had a strong back and forth game 1 at least.
Right. No, fair enough. All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, mute myself. We are going to definitely mulligan. Turok is kind of funny. Turok is actually kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. But I think we will keep this. Put this back. Done. Like, we're just gonna ride the coattails of mid-range madness right now. And we're gonna play Turok. Okay, nice. We're just gonna run out the Turok and we're gonna see what happens here. That's it. We're gonna try it. Nothing else. Sibseg in hand. Let's see what happens. Sibseg in hand. I guess the way I could do Sibseg is, I'm not realizing it, but like I could reorder the triggers in such a way where I need relic specifically, I guess, but let's see. Okay, let's do that. Let's go in for some combat. Right? We are the mid-range deck now. That is I. We are the mid-range deck now. Because I could order the triggers for Sib-Sig in such a way where like it... Let's take the Hive, I guess. Yep. Okay. Creature card. Each opponent loses. Yep. Let's do that. And then we'll just keep it pushing. If they discard cards, then it's going to be good. Let's see here. I think that's what I'm realizing now. I think I messed up my triggers with the Sib-Sig. Like I could order them in such a way, and I wasn't seeing it. I could order the Sib-Sig ceremony in such a way where like the Acererak bounces to my hand first, and then I don't need to destroy it. Because then I could just create infinite 2/2s. Not infinite, but like close to the amount of 2/2s. I think I could have made a way back. Okay, that's now a 3/2, which is important. Let's do that. Let's play this. Let's exile that. And then go to combat. Let's see if they have a removal spell. Let's see if they have a removal spell. Exile the Boggart Trawler. Let's see if they bring in a card tapped. I want to lock them on some mana here. They didn't really play a 2-drop here, so I'll play the Winter Moon, which might lock me more than anything, but that's okay. Okay, so it forces them to get a basic, which is important. I only have basics, which is good. And we've been able to force through a lot of damage here, but you can see how games can be like pretty swingy. Ragavan coming in hot. Okay. All right. What are we taking off the top here? Diabolic Intent is good. That is a good Magic card. Oh my God. Diabolic Intent out right now is a good Magic card. Okay. All right. All right. Intent is a good Magic card. Okay. Push. Fair enough. So you had that. Yep. So you got to discard a card. Yeah. And you got to feed the Turok. I love it. Wait. Then Turok goes. Big Game Hunter comes in and kills this. This is insane. This is actually wild gameplay. Nah. The play is crazy. Yo, from the top ropes, the play is actually crazy. All right. All right. Fine. Do it. I'm going to do it properly here. All right, Acererak comes down. I'm gonna mess. Hopefully I don't mess this trigger up first. So the Sib-Sig goes on the stack first. This goes back. Lost mine. Okay. Right. Scry 1. Put it on top. Yup. And then I just create a 2/2. Yeah, this is what I messed up in the beginning. But I'm hoping to at least make that. So you put the Sib-Sig on the stack first. This is where I messed up my triggers. We go Mind Tunnel, right? I actually could create a Goblin here, but it's okay. I just want to go through a little bit faster. Yeah, this is where things get actually really good. Hold on. This is what I messed up initially. Okay, see? Sib-Sig's actually good. I was wondering, I was like, wait, how am I messing this card up? I know this card is good. And I'm just messing up my triggers. So all in all, the play they made, yo, first of all, I need everyone watching this video to comment down below. Shout out to Esper. That play was crazy. Dashed in Ragavan. Ragavan leaves. You push. Discard off of the ward. Big Game Hunter. Insane stack, by the way. Like, you need to shout that out. That's an insane stack. Nah, I'm actually tripping. Like, that was crazy. I want to run this deck back again, but yo, Esper, you're the GOAT. That was actually, I'm actually shocked. I'm flabbergasted the way that worked. And I really want to highlight that after that. Like, once we unmute here, Yo, Esper, you're the GOAT. You're actually the GOAT. Like, you're actually the GOAT. Okay, Menace coming in. We're definitely gonna Inquisition you. Yeah, get that out of here. Goodbye. I don't need you doing that. So we're gonna Acererak and Sibsig. Oh my god. I feel like I could have done this in the last game and actually made a comeback, but I'm dumb. So that's okay. So Fandelver again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's exactly what we're gonna do. Are you kidding me right now? That's exactly what we're gonna do. Gonna make a bunch of zombos. We're gonna go mine tunnel so we can just keep going through. We're just gonna push it right now, right? Because we have lethal next turn here. We have actually lethal next turn. Dark pool. Yeah, dark pool for sure. Right, and then that's a thing right there. So they can they actually, I mean, they have a lot of clue tokens, but they only have access to 4 mana here. Notably, they only have access to 4 mana because they can only add tap one of those non-basics. You got to keep that in mind. I'm actually really happy with this deck. I really do like this deck. This deck is so sweet. This Acererak deck is so sweet. There's so many ways to stop it, but once it gets going, it's so good. It's really so good. Okay, that's fine. You can't attack in this board, can you? I mean, I'm not letting that happen. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not letting that happen. Yup. So we go off the top and Meat Hook Massacre. Creature you control dies. Each opponent loses 5 life. Bet. X equals 2. Bang. 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 Meat Hook for lethal, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Nah, this game was actually sick. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't necessarily a best 2 out of 3 or anything, but it was sick. It was sick. I love this. And definitely could have played that last one a little bit better. Sibsig, I feel like could have just brought me back into this game, and I kind of messed that up. That's on me. I feel like it could have brought me back. Like, I wasn't thinking about my math right. Yo, Esper, hold on. First of all, can I shout out the craziest play you made? I loved it. I was just raving about it. So, hold on. Yo, Ragavan dashed in, triggers Revolt on end step, Fatal Push, discard a card off Ward. Ward makes my other creature big enough to big game Hunter. Esper, you're a GOAT. That was insane. I love that. Nah. Big Game Hunter is one of my like favorite sideboard cards for this deck. Yo, Esper, nah, I'm actually screaming. Like, I want to shout that out so much more. That was so good. Like, actually, I'm like virtually bowing down to you. That was great. That's literally what Magic is meant to be. I'm smiling ear to ear. That was such a great play. Plays like that are what make Tiny Leader such a fun place to be. Because it's so wide open. You can play so many cards. Truly. Where else are you going to have Big Game Hunter discarded to a Ward trigger to kill Torok? Premium. And you know what? That's like also just a showcase of Eternal Magic in general. I feel like so many people, like, they don't reach that potential in Commander. They might just be playing like Pioneer Modern. Like, this is what you get when you just like have some of the greatest collection of random funky cards that like are only specifically playable in an Eternal Magic context. Like, all those cards are modern legal. All those cards are modern legal, but they're specifically playable in an Eternal context, and it's so good. Like, I love that. That's so good. And also, go on. I didn't realize that Sibsig Ceremony with Acererak will just let you bounce it, also make a zombie. Yes, that's very powerful. This is why I'm so happy I did this third game, because I messed that up in my last game. Because I was sitting there thinking, like, there has to be a reason why this is good. And then I thought back to it, I'm like, wait, 2 triggers went on the stack. I just ordered them wrong. I'm pretty sure I could have mounted a comeback last game. I'm pretty sure I could have. And then I just, like, I didn't think about that. That I could have just kept making like zombie tokens as blockers. But I'm happy I got to showcase it. You still won it fair and square. Your game 2 was insane. That was an overwhelming board.
Yeah.
But I thought the Turok was great naturally.
Oh,
and,
absolutely.
The card that I was having fun with in terms of like, oh wow, this actually might be funny to board in was Chalice, because Chalice on 0 is so funny versus
Chalice on
Asmo.
0 shutdown commander.
Yeah.
But I don't think you saw it, but my I think my best sideboard card for this matchup is Disruptor Flute.
Yes. Yeah.
Putting it on
That makes
Acererak.
sense.
Just negate one of the cheapeners.
No. That literally, just undo one of them, like forcing me to play another one. I actually really like this Acererak
instead
deck.
of 1.
Sorry, go on.
Just make you pay 4 instead of 1 under a Heartless Summoning.
Oh yeah. Just make it painful.
And at that end, definitely at the end, I think at a top deck, Disruptor Flute was my only out at that point.
Yes. I think so. Like just slowing me down in some way, make me only make like one zombie a turn.
If it's making one zombie a turn, venture once, I can beat that with a Carnage Interpreter.
Yeah. One thing I don't know, I gotta play this deck against more matchups, obviously, but I feel like my Acererak deck needs potentially more tutors and less prison pieces, but maybe I'm like not understanding the full scope of like every other matchup. But yeah, I don't know. That's my thought. But oh well, we'll see. Esper, I appreciate it. Thank you for joining me and showcasing such a sweet Asmo discard deck. Of course, discard strategies are going to be really good. The value is insane. Asmo food is there. Do you have any closing thoughts on TLR, on your deck, anything that we matched up against? Go for it.
Well, I think this was a great, fun matchup. We had a sort of aggro slanted discard deck into a control slanted combo deck. That worked out really well. There was a good back and forth. I was very happy with how my deck performed this time. This is one of the ones I've usually got cooking in my back pocket.
Right.
This was a really fun matchup. I think this went very well.
Yeah. And also shout out to the fact that, as you mentioned, it was a brew. I think I took a bit of a net deck. I copied off of some of the things that were going on in the Discord, but this was something that you made up yourself. So again, just showcasing, yes, creativity does go the mile. You can do some crazy things with crazy cards.
Yep, there's definitely a ton of space still in this format. A lot of things that are a bit underexplored. Yeah. This list here, I'm pretty much one of the only people that have been working on it. Yeah. It's been out there. All these cards are there. All these cards are good. Yeah. They're all good, and especially in different combinations, in different contexts. The singleton nature of it, like, makes it so explosive. Like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then all of a sudden, like you top deck to something. You're like, wait, hold on, I can cook here. Like, there's something completely different I might be able to do here. I love that. With as much crazy stuff that as much crazy stuff happened, we didn't even see my Transformer Flame War Brash Veteran. Oh God. No need. No, you beat me enough. Esper. You beat me down enough. I was able to steal one game off of you unofficially. All right. No worries. This was a great set. Thanks for playing. No, I appreciate it, Esper. Thank you for joining me. No, I look forward to more. I think this Acererak deck is like, even though I like my build decks, this is going to be the deck I think I try and innovate on. This one I'm a big fan of. But yeah, no, I appreciate you helping me unknowingly in this direction. So thank you for joining me for the games itself. And I look forward to more games with you and more brews. I look forward to absolutely.